Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. It's 12 o'clock and listen, we don't have a whole lot of time to waste because I have a lot of ground to cover. I'm so glad you're here. I have a lot of surprises today on Swipe Left. Listen, don't move. I got this. Let's get started. Swipe left. Swipe left. Hello you guys and welcome to another episode of Swipe Left. Today is May the 18th. I am so happy to be here with you. We have a lot, and I mean a lot of ground to cover. Make sure you stay here for the whole show because definitely at the end of the show, we are going to actually announce the winners for my giveaway that I actually did this past week. So you want to make sure you watch the whole show. The whole show. Do you understand? The whole show. Get down to the bottom of this, honey. We're going to cut through the bull. We're going to sort through the mess. And when we get the facts straight, then we're going to do what? We're going to swipe left. Okay, so let's get started. I don't have time to play around today. First thing is first, I have thank yous. There are some folks I want to say thank you to, and these people actually did super chats during the premiere of last week's episode of Swipe Left. That was Sly Sylvia Williams, L Long, Gwendella, and ATL Finn. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You didn't have to do it, but you did, and I'm glad you did. I thank you so much. All right, swipe left. All right, guys, let's get started. First thing we're going to talk about today, we're going to go right in on some television shows that I actually like, that I like a whole lot. There's some stuff going on with these shows. First one is The Passage. I started watching The Passage. It was actually on Fox, and it started off, it was really strange about some folks going down in a cave, and there was a man down there in a cage, and he seemed like a bat, but he had vampire traits. At that point, I was all in. Then there was a little African-American girl who was an orphan. So I'm all entrenched in this show. And what ended up happening was, it was just as I thought. I kind of fell off with doing my reviews, but I was still watching. The show's been canceled. Fox canceled it. I have no idea why they canceled it. There are many shows that are actually on Fox that aren't anywhere near as good as The Passage, but The Passage has actually been canceled. Real cute. Real cute. I never even got back on to doing the reviews. Show's gone, you guys. Sorry about that. The next two are from one of my personal favorites, Lee Daniels. Star and Empire. We just got to the end of Star, and they had one of the best cliffhangers in many years. They gave us a cliffhanger that was up in the realm of the Dallas and Knots Landing and Dynasty and those type of cliffhangers. That's the type of cliffhanger that Lee Daniels delivered on Star. And literally 1 week after this cliffhanger, I hear the show's canceled. I was just done. I said, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? And I mean, it was wrapped up in such a way, I was so in love with the writing. It was wrapped up in such a way, it literally, it pulled every character into it. There was a cliff on every character. Every character was involved in some way, shape, or form. And now we'll never know what is going down or what happened. Just a mess. Just a mess. So they're completely canceled. Also on Fox. And then We just got everything all straightened out between the whole debacle with Jussie Smollett. They finally got everything all tied up, and we figured out what was going on, and they got the green light on season 6, and we found out it's done. We're going to get season 6, but then after that, Empire's been canceled as well. I said, what in the world done happened down the Fox? And more so, what's going on with Lee Daniels and Fox? Because that's 2 of his shows. Like his 2 main shows, his main dealings that I know of with Fox, just done. Just wiped away, just gone. What in the world is going on? So, I want to watch this last season of Empire. And Empire had their season finale. I didn't hear much rumble about the season finale. It was a finale. You know, we're kind of used to our Empire story situation. So, nothing real big there. But I never saw a complete show cancellation. You know, after everything had been straightened out with Jussie and that whole debacle, I never saw a show cancellation. But it's been canceled, honey. Fox is down there showing out down to the television. So, that's that. All right, so I'm going to move on. There's another one of my shows. We're going to go to a whole different network here. We're going to go to OWN. We're going to go to the OWN network. OWN, and this is a double-parted story, okay? This is a double-parted story. As a matter of fact, let's swipe left, because this deserves its own spot in the show. We're going to swipe left. Okay. All right. So, as I said, this show deserves its own spot here in my show. And this is Queen Sugar. Queen Sugar on the OWN network, one of my absolute favorite shows on OWN, and it's headed up by Ava DuVernay. Queen Sugar is coming back. They released the long trailer. Last week I saw it. Fantastic. I was all in. I'm all rearing to go. So we got a couple weeks and it will actually be back. Then I ran into a story. Tevin Campbell is actually being brought in, and there's a guest appearance for him this season. And I said, Tevin Campbell? Okay. I mean, just never thought of Tevin Tevin Campbell, excellent singer. Excellent singer. But I just never thought Tevin in television. Just never thought of it. Then I dug a little further, and what I found out was the whole situation with Tevin Campbell. This is proof positive that Ava DuVernay is about whatever she says. She is all action. She's not just talk. She's all action. What actually happened was back in 2018, when Aretha Franklin passed away, this woman is an author, a speaker, and a digital strategist by the name of Lovey Ajayi. And I may be saying that wrong, but Lovey made what she thought was a little cute joke. But what it was she was really throwing shade. She was throwing shade. And she threw shade at Tevin Campbell and said maybe they will dig Tevin Campbell up from underneath a rock to actually do a tribute to Aretha Franklin. Well, multiple celebrities came out to Tevin's defense. Nobody really thought that little joke was all that cute. And multiple celebrities came out in Tevin's defense. And one of those celebrities was Miss Ava DuVernay. And she felt as though the comment was blatant disrespect. She made a promise through a tweet. She made a tweet that said she was going to write a part in to one of her shows and bring Tevin Campbell from under a rock. And that's exactly what she did. That's exactly what she did. More than just talk, all action. She wrote a part in Queen Sugar. And Tevin Campbell, right in 2019, I saw the pictures and everything on the set of Queen Sugar. So, Lovey, girl, what can I say, honey? Look, y'all make sure y'all watch it and watch this, Queen Sugar. Queen Sugar is everything. You understand me? The acting is good. The visuals, excellent. The storylines are exceptional. And watch what you're saying, Miss Lovey, honey. We all doing the same job here. You got to watch what you're saying, boo. Anyway, swipe left. Congratulations, Tevin. Okay, I might as well continue on with television. Yeah, that's what I did. Social media and television. So, I want to continue on with television. Let's talk about reality shows. So, I have 2 reality shows that I'm going to talk about here. And there are women on these 2 shows. They have a lot in common. Okay? And they were really being berated, for lack of better words, about things that they wanted to do and what they were going to try to do success-wise. And those 2 people were Karen Huger of Real Housewives of Potomac and Quad Webb of Married to Medicine. So we're going to start off with Quad. Okay, Quad was definitely the breakout star of Married to Medicine, the Atlanta chapter. Quad was brought into the show, like I said, she was an underdog. She was the best friend of one of the main characters, and she was always known as the less than. She was the less than friend. And we're teaching her how to hang with us. We're teaching her how to be, of this stature. We're teaching, like she just wasn't nothing. And she was just talentless in all of this. And it just came out that right after season 1, she was the breakout star. She's the breakout star of the show. There are a lot of people that don't like her, but there were a whole lot of people who do like her. Okay, so let me tell you what comes along with being the breakout star, who seems to be not talented, and we find out that they're talented. Let me tell you a little about what Miss Quad Webb is actually doing right now. They laughed at her. She started off with this puppy. It was Puppy Couture. She's in love with these 2 little dogs that she has, and she created a line of puppy clothes for these dogs, and they berated her and they drug her, and it's just ridiculous. It's not a real business, and this, that, thing, and the other. Well, it very much was a real business, and it very much did bring in real revenue. That was the first time. Then she ended up breaking out. She is now a co-host daily on the Sister Circle Live on the TV1 network. So now she's a talk show host as well. And that's a steady check. It's very much a real job. And she just did another one of her dreams, which was writing a cookbook. She wrote the cookbook, and it is available for sale now. And I think it's doing real well. And the cookbook is actually called Cooking with Miss Quad, Live, Laugh, Love, and Eat. And she's been floating around. She's actually taken some days off from the Sister Circle Live. And she's been doing book signings. She's made appearances on a few morning shows, doing some cooking and promoting her book. She's also done some other mainline cooking shows as well. So, yeah, the Laugh is actually now on the non-breakout stars who were doing the berating and the Laugh and the kiki, and we saw them trying to launch businesses. And, you know, nothing like a failed MLM business. Woo-hoo. Anyway, that was a little shade, y'all. That was a little shade. For those that it belongs to, they know who they are. They can put it in their purse. Anyway, so Quad has definitely made good on what it was she was trying to do. And definitely the last laugh is actually hers. Congratulations, Squad. Good job, doll. Good job. Now, let's move on. Karen Huger. Now, Karen Huger is on Real Housewives of Potomac. Karen, I'm going to tell you from the door, and I know some of my folks are looking like, really? Yeah, really. I give credit where credit is due. Karen is absolutely not one of my favorite characters on the show. Not at all. Not at all. But again, I love a success story. Last season, those ladies kikied and cackled and let Karen have it about this fragrance that she wanted to do. And they just laughed. Oh, she's just a housewife and doesn't nobody paying her no attention. Well, the season of Housewives of Potomac just got started again, and Karen just dropped a bomb on all the naysayers, and her fragrance, La Dame, is now available. So, Karen Huger is getting the last laugh as well. And like I said, I give credit where credit is due. Doesn't matter what my personal feelings are. I don't even know Karen, but I do reviews on the show, so my job is to say what it is I think of Karen Huger and her character on the show. And that's what I do. Her character on the show, I give her hell because she's ridiculous on the show. But that's the part that she plays. But as far as putting something forth and people laughing at you, hey, I love it. I love it. So congratulations, Karen Huger, on the success of you getting your fragrance launched. And she did a commercial, and you can actually find it on her Instagram. Now, girl, I'm getting ready to be shady, Miss Thing. I'm going to be shady. I love what you did. But now that little commercial, I love the music. Girl, I love the music. The music drew me right in. The cinematography is a little interesting. I love the name La Dame. I love that. But the commercial seems a little scary. And I think it's a lot because she's in it. I just, for some reason, I just feel like a model should have been put there instead of Karen. I think she should have literally used a model and put the model there and not herself, because she put herself there and it just didn't come across. It just didn't come across right for me marketing wise. It just kind of scared me a little bit. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm getting off track, but congratulations on getting everything kicked off. But I don't know about that commercial, sis. That commercial kind of scared me. And I'm going to tell you what it put me in mind of. The video for Beyonce's song Haunted. That's kind of what it put me in mind of. But I do love the music, and I love the name La Dame. And like I said, congratulations. Girl, that was a little shade. Girl, Miss Karen, don't worry about it, girl. I shade you every Sunday. It is what it is. No biggie. I'm still proud of you. Still proud of you. And I'm loving that you get to laugh at the naysayers. Anyway, shady me long swiping off, honey. Swipe left. Okay, this next story is definitely a situation that I didn't see coming. And I'm actually happy that this happened. This is another. I have a good friend of mine who actually lives in Atlanta, Georgia. Good friend of mine, and she knows who she is. But I remember calling her on the phone, and I said to her, so here we go, we're going to roll into like a little small story time, you guys. I called her on the phone, and I said, hey, I said, you know what? Dionne Warwick is coming to town. She's coming to Pittsburgh. This is when my girlfriend lived in Pittsburgh. And she started reading. I'm not even going to go into the reads that mama laid down, but trust me, she began reading. Do you understand me? About Dionne Warwick and who wants to go see Dionne Warwick and this, that, thing, and the other. And I just said, oh, interesting. Now, keep in mind, my girlfriend is actually the same age as my mother, which means she grew up on Dionne Warwick. And I don't know where she got lost in translation, but baby, Dionne Warwick has always been everything. I don't know. I just said, okay, girl, you got it. You got it. But just know that before there was Whitney Houston, there was Dionne Warwick. I don't want y'all to sleep that. For my younger followers who don't know Dionne Warwick's works, I am sending you now. You all know I send you all the time. I'm sending you now, not right now, after my video's over. Finish watching my video. But after this, I'm sending you to Google search and go on your YouTube and search Dionne Warwick. Listen to some of her music, honey. Okay? The Moment I Wake Up. My favorite. My favorite. Say a Little Prayer. Dionne Warwick. And just Dionne Warwick in general. Just know that before there was Whitney Houston, there was Dionne Warwick. She's her cousin. She was there first. Okay, so listen to this. Dionne Warwick actually has released her 36th studio LP entitled She's Back. I'm excited. I am very excited because I didn't believe that Dionne Warwick would even make any more music. So I am elated with this. It was produced by her son. Her son's name is Damian Elliott. He's produced this album for his mom. And there also is, on this album, there is an updated version of her 1966 classic single, What the World Needs Now. Y'all know the song. Is Love, Sweet Love, classic. And just like she is, she's classic. She is a legend. She is a living legend. And we're losing them way too often around here. Dionne Warwick is a living legend. Please don't sleep on Dionne Warwick. You all need to go and look her up. Look her up. Pull up some of those live performances. She is no joke. The vocal is always on. Dionne Warwick. All I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave this alone, before there was Whitney, there was Dionne. Swipe left. Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks since we talked about this person last. But you knew she was going to be making an appearance soon. Hey, Wendy! Wendy! Wendy Williams. Hey, girl. What's going on, Miss Wendy? Now, it seems as though this is actually like the 18th edition or episode, if you will, of Swipe Left. And I swear to you, I believe that I have actually talked about Wendy Williams on 14 or 15 of these episodes, which is wonderful. I mean, because she's good at what she does, and for some reason she just kept staying in the news, and she's still in there. Now, let me tell you what I got going on with my girl Wendy, honey. Miss Wendy was rumored to be in pictures with her new boyfriend. I said, oh, so soon. After that divorce, after the filing of the divorce. We haven't even had the divorce, but so soon after the filing of divorce. Hell, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Because now, I'm not going to say that I took this advice or that I've ever given this advice to anyone, but I've actually heard, come on in close. I've heard that the best way to get over a man is to get under a new man. Now, I heard that. I'm not going to say whether I believe it or not, but I heard it. I'm just putting it out there. Anyway, Wendy came out and debunked that whole situation, said it was a rumor, you guys. It's a rumor. That the so-called new boyfriend is actually, that's one of the members of her security team. So that's not an actual new boyfriend. But, don't ever fret. Wendy did say she is dating. I have a quote. Now listen to this. Here's the quote, honey. She said, I go out a lot because I am a good time girl. I've got to tell something right now. As a mature, almost single woman, I like to have fun. I'm right now a young, pretty New York girl. Okay. I don't have a boyfriend, but I must admit I am rediscovering my love of men. I do date. I date pretty often. End quote. Now, again, I'm all here for it. I also, allegedly, she's moved into what she calls the ultimate bachelorette pad. Listen, all I can say for Wendy is that she's living her best life. Okay? She ain't going back and forth with you all, honey. She is living. She's looking great. She's looking refreshed. Y'all seen the picture I posted today. Y'all know how to post some pictures of Wendy where child, listen, it went with the story. Wendy's looking great. And hey, I'm all for it. Girl, live your best life, Miss Wendy. I don't need to go back and forth with these folks. And they will do this. It's what happens, honey. The haters are always at work. Trust me, they're always at work. And they're never late. They do overtime. They work all holidays. Child, get your life, Miss Wendy. Anyway, swipe left. Okay, another one of my favorites since I've been doing this show. And by the way, like I said, this is actually the 18th episode of Swipe Left. I'm going to take this moment to say to you all, the ones who have seen all 18, that's all I got to say. It's a lot of work. And I come in and there's certain faces that I actually see in the live chats. And folks that I see comments on the video weekly. And some of my DMs that I get. It makes it worth every moment of sleep that I miss. So thank you. Okay, so like I said, one of the women who I end up talking about a lot, Wendy, and also this one. Come with me, my loves, so I can tell you what's going on now, honey. Yes, Monique. And again, I am a fan. I am a huge fan of Monique, always have been, but I call her on her garbage when she starts, it's generally when she starts the sentence off with, hello, my loves, come with me. See, because I know where you're going. And I don't play them games with you, Monique. But I still love you. But girl, I'm not playing them games with you. Not canceling my Netflix, this thing. But anyway, when she's out of order, I laugh and I make fun. I do that. But when she is doing something good and she's sitting in the right, I'm going to also yell that out from the mountaintop as well. Now, there was like a lot going on this week. I talked about earlier, Lee Daniels has 2 of his shows on Fox have actually been yanked. It's no secret. We all know how Monique feels about Lee Daniels at this point. They were friends once, and then it just went down to the toilet. And that friendship is just like it never happened. Then there's Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey has not been having the best week, okay? Steve Harvey, the Steve show is gone, it's canceled. And his slot has been taken by Kelly Clarkson, who is going to be, who I love as well. And I love Steve Harvey. You know, I loved his show. But Kelly Clarkson's coming in and she's going to be doing her new talk show. So it's going to be interesting. I'll definitely be watching because I like Kelly. So that happened. And then he has the show that's with the children that he does. And that's been taken over by Melissa McCarthy. He's been fired from there. So Steve hasn't been having the best week, okay? And this is when Twitter starts doing its thing. And Twitter was buzzing, and memes were being made, and Monique was being hit and added on different things, and people were waiting on her to really dig in and do the karma. Karma's a bitch. Oh, that's what you get. And all of this. And she did the complete opposite. Monique and Sydney took to their social media and she did her show and she completely went the opposite direction. She said, listen here. I was friends with Steve for years, many years. And I still love Steve. I don't know what Steve feels for me, but I still love Steve. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to kick him when he's down. And she continued on and she moved on. I said, that just wasn't, it just ain't the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to do. Kick him when he's down. And then when you're kicking him, because he lost his spot, everybody who worked for him lost their spot too. So it's really no laughing matter. And she totally took the high road. So you know what, Monique? I laugh and I joke and I laugh at you, girl, when you be clowning and come with me, my loves, and all that, girl. But when you do right, sis, I'm going to stand up and say you did right. That showed great character. It was definitely a good look. It was a good look. And with seeing this, it actually tells me that some of the things that come out of Monique's mouth, she really does believe, because she is the one that said, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. And she decided not to do clownery because she believes in karma. She left that alone. So big ups and hats off to you, Monique. Girl, you did that. You did that, because most people would have definitely took the bait, honey, and been swinging at Steve down in them streets, honey, and kikiing and cackling, but you didn't. That showed great character. I got to give it to her this time on this one. Can't make fun. Got to give it to Monique this time. Go ahead, girl. Swipe left. Here's another story that made me really, really happy. Really happy. I think it was well deserved. A lot of times we see honorary degrees being given out to people. And a lot of times I'll turn my face, honey, and I'll twist my lips. Really? As a person that actually went to school and paid all my student loans off and all of that, you know, you just throwing degrees at people, and I just be like, ain't never been in a classroom. Yeah, okay, whatever. And I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. Child throwing shade. But this time, this was pretty well deserved, because I think this person is a genius. I really do. And one thing that she's really good at is making her own lane. You got it, Missy Elliott. There is none like her. There is only one. There will only ever be one. Missy Elliott. She received an honorary doctorate degree from Berklee College of Music. And I feel like it's well deserved. I really do. I don't think that the accolades that are even deserving of Missy have been thrown her way up until like now. They're finally starting to kind of recognize she really is a genius. She sings, she writes, she produces, and she does all of it well. It's not just something she just does. She does all of it well. She's a visionary. She is truly, I think that Missy is a living legend, in my opinion. She's just young. She's just young, but I definitely see her as a living legend. Definitely. Definitely. There are people in the business who are held on pedestals who don't have an iota of the talent that Missy has in her left arm. And I'm just going to leave that right there. But anyway, this made me happy. I think it was well deserved. Congratulations, Missy Elliott. Girl, it was time. It was time, and that was really, really nice. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, you guys. I don't have anything else to say about it. It's just good. Swipe left. Okay, speaking of little brown girls who are very talented musically, K. Michelle. You all know I am a K. Michelle fan. She's another one who I do love what she does. I love her voice. I love her writing. I love her execution. I can't with her foolishness though. I can't. Kay puts me in a predicament where I just got to do the real thing. I got to love on you when you need to be loved on, and I got to call you out when you need to be called out. Kay done got down here in these streets, and you know Kay don't mind get down the streets and get to swinging and banging, okay? But look who she done got to swinging and banging with this time. Of all people. Yes, for those of you all who don't know who he is, that is Thaddeus Matthews, a.k.a. Cussing Pastor. Child, why? Kate, now, girl, you hang out with the girls a lot, and girl, your mouth is slick and you're good. But girl, that Thaddeus Matthews, honey, they do literally call him the cussing preacher for a reason. Mistake, he is vicious. He is vicious in the mouth, you hear me? But she ends up getting into it with him. And then she was literally out, and there's people out there filming. They get into it down at some crab shack down in Memphis. I'm like, are you both of you, are you kidding me? You both had to know that this was going to hit the internet. And Kay was like, I think Kay was really in her feelings. She was really in her feelings. The two of them actually, let me go back to where this kind of started. They been beefing for about a year. Okay, maybe a little over a year. Thaddeus actually had leaked images to Media Takeout showing damaged property. Okay, this story, all of this, allegedly, Kay got evicted from her mansion in Memphis. Thaddeus reported the story and leaked images through Media Takeout. And it really said, you know, that she damaged the property after she was evicted and all of this. So he basically drug her. Okay? He drug her, and they've been beefing ever since. I thought myself, I said, well, this is probably just being sensationalized. Because then it all came into this whole thing about the actual, her lease on the property. And it stated that she was not allowed to paint or anything. And she painted the walls pink. We all know pink is her favorite color. She had painted some walls pink. So she kind of took the road of, oh, whatever, you know, I painted it, and that's not vandalism, you know, this kind of thing. So I said, well, this must be just being sensationalized for legal reasons to, you know, make your case and all of that. which is, you know, you're going to pay anyway, because if you got evicted, that means you had unpaid rent. That's embarrassing enough. Anything more was just ridiculous. Now, Kay, we know, kind of flies off the handle and don't always do the right thing. This seemed to be one of those times. When I saw the pictures, it was truly not sensationalized. It was literally vandalism. It was painted. It wasn't painted nice. It was like places in the house that were like, there was like wood fixtures on the wall and they were painted with this pink paint, and it wasn't painted nice. It was just like somebody went in there. It looked like they like literally took a daycare center and it said, get busy. It was really malicious, vicious looking, bad artwork. It was bad. I mean, there's one picture where you could see the paint on the wall and then where they like painted on an appliance as well. Like, who does that in a mansion? It was bad. It was bad. I couldn't call it anything else more than that. It was vandalism. Sorry, Kay, girl, but you out of order, Ma. If you did that, girl, you out of order. But anyway, Thaddeus leaked the story. Kay and him got the beefing and battling back and forth. This has been going on forever, okay? They finally ran into each other down to the crab shack. And baby, Kay went off. Kay went off on Thaddeus. And you know Thaddeus took no time going in. I saw the video. He went in. He called Kay Michelle everything but a child of God. You understand me? He went there. And she's screaming out that she knows his boyfriend. Now, listen, you have to know about this cussing pastor. He holds nobody dear. He cusses out women, children, old people. He don't care. He throws out homophobic remarks, which was like so hilarious when she said he has this boyfriend. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to blow up. This is going to be a whole mess. This is going to be a whole mess. And it has leaked onto the internet, and it's just this back and forth with Thaddeus and Kay Michelle. Why? She's not even on it. I'm trying to figure out a route to take this. Like, if she was working with Mona could flip this Olivia Pope style and make money off of this. But you're not even on any type of reality show that I know of right now where you can flip this and make a coin from it. This is just a beef where nobody's going to win because she's vicious and he's vicious, and it's just, oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. I'll keep my ear to the street, honey, and I'll let y'all know what's going on. But baby, this is a whole roast beef sandwich. Anyway, that's it. That's it. I don't even know no more to say about this. Swipe left. Let's talk about, now this is like a mix of television and just some good tea. Okay? Let's talk about John Schneider. Yes, John Schneider of Dukes of Hazzard fame, of the current The Haves and the Have-Nots. So I ran into this story about John Schneider, and I need to know, John Schneider, baby, are you actually a real Jim Cryer in real life? I ran into this story about John Schneider. He is in a whole situation about child support and spousal support. His ex-wife has garnished over $18,000 from his have and have not paychecks down to the honey network, okay? The goal is a balance he owes of $600,000 plus, okay? The problem is the wife, the ex-wife, believes that he is moving and hiding funds. The two of them are set to go back to court later this year. And I said, wow, that's deep. That's deep. So I'll go further. I'll read some more. He claims not to be making enough to cover the tab. She calls BS. Okay? She said, that's bullshit. Okay? He's actually even served jail time in the past over this debt. Okay? Then she goes and she breaks it down some more. The ex-wife claims he does Dukes of Hazzard conventions. He has music, that's new music out that he's performing at different dates. He has real estate. And this ex-wife, she ain't playing, baby. I'm just going to leave this right here. She has even gone as far as she wants to be able to subpoena his current girlfriend into their court hearing that's coming up later this year because she believes that she knows things and that she's helping him to hide money. Mama wants her coin. You hear me? And I'm laughing. I said, this is crazy. I would definitely be keeping my ear open for this because if he is doing the things that she says he's doing, I'm going to be amazed because that means that in real life, John Schneider, you are really like Jim Cryer. Like, that's why you play that role so bad, so fiercely. Are you a real life Jim Cryer, Mr. Schneider? Let me find out. Swipe left. Okay, so let's go to a story that is a feel-good story. Because we had a lot of little stuff dropping here. Let's go to a feel-good story. But this is Swipe Left. You know it's rattled with some tea, child. Come on in, honey. Come on down and come on in, honey. Let me give you a good feeling, honey, and then rattle you with some tea, honey. Okay, listen. Take a look at this picture. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? A cute little baby foot, honey. And then a man, honey. A man, honey, with a flat stomach. Just nice, honey. Nice little flat stomach. Who does that stomach and that little baby foot belong to, honey? I'll show you, honey. Take a look. Uh-huh. Old Trigger himself, honey. Old Trigger himself. Why, honey, Trey Songz has a nice new baby boy. Take a look. Look at him, honey. He's gorgeous. He is gorgeous. He's absolutely beautiful. And that's the feel-good part of the story. A perfectly healthy baby boy. Very cute. Very cute. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me because you've seen his daddy, honey. You've seen his daddy. And that was cute. So we got pictures of Trigger. Got pictures of the baby. Now let me go drop the tea. What are pictures of his mama, honey? Who is his mama? Who is that baby's mother, honey? Because we know Trigger, when you ever done Trigger to date and you do somebody, he's a sex symbol. He's everybody's boyfriend. All the fans. So, who's the baby's mama? He's keeping it a secret. We ain't seen near picture, near mention of the baby's mama, just him and the baby. I said, who is the baby's mama? And listen, here's the tea. Baby, I've heard, honey, the female fans are not happy. They're not happy. They're not real happy with Trigger right now. I said, oh my goodness. I don't know. So maybe this is a smart move not to put mama's face out there, because I don't think the girls they ain't ready yet. They ain't ready, Trigger. They ain't ready. But I thought this was hilarious. This is different and new. Honey, who is the baby's mama? They never did find Carmen Sandiego, honey. So I don't know. Let's see if they can find out who the baby's mama is, honey. Anyway, swipe left, you guys. Okay, you guys. So this is the moment that a lot of us have been waiting for here. This week, in the last 7 days, I came up with what I actually called the What's Going On giveaway. I put out a short video, and it was a contest. And I said I hadn't done a giveaway in a while, and I said I want to do something nice for my people. So I put out this video, and it actually had 4 photos. And they were photos of me and 4 different, I'm always breaking off. When I don't want to be me, I just go be somebody else. That's just kind of what I do. So I put it together, and it has the 4 photos all in one, and then it has them separated out. I said, listen, go to my email. Tell me what is the scenario with this picture. What is going on with this picture? And the person that gets the closest to it, I will give them a gift. And I never told you all what the actual gift was. So, let me go ahead and explain to you now what it actually really was all about. First of all, here is the picture. Here's the picture of all 4 pictures together that they actually went on. Take a look at it. Okay, now let me explain to you what actually went on. What actually went on was, of course, I'm always auditioning for RuPaul's Drag Race. You all know that. That's like one of my little goals. One of my little bucket list goals is to make it on RuPaul's Drag Race. So, of course, we all know about the Snatch Game. So, we play Snatch Game on RuPaul's Drag Race every season. And you have to dress as, to your best ability as other characters and actually go in and basically do what they do on the show. So, it was a skit. I got many, many entries, and there are 2 people who actually did get, the main winner got pretty much almost dead on, and actually named all 4 characters in the skit. The other person actually named half of the characters correctly in the skit. So because I actually chose 2 winners. That was what I wanted to do. I only told you I was going to choose 1 winner, but I chose 2. Now, who actually has a problem with that? Oh, I didn't think so. So I chose 2. So my second place person, who is known to you all down on the YouTube streets as Food Junkie, actually is the second place winner. He got half of the scenario correct. And you are actually going to be given one of my Milan signature t-shirts. I will get that mailed out to you right away. Food Junkie, thank you so much for playing, baby. Good job. Very good job. Thank you so much. And my main winner that actually got all 4 characters right and pretty much was really right on the road of exactly what was going on, to this person, you all know this person as Sail Chaser on YouTube. Sail Chaser. I'm going to send you a Milan signature t-shirt as well, but along with that, I'm going to send you $50. So that's it, $50 and a Milan signature tee. Enjoy. Thank you so much for playing, and thank all you guys for all the support that you always give to me. I definitely appreciate it, and I love you guys. Now, I'm going to go ahead and, just as a treat, I'm going to give you all the actual skit. So, I'm going to run the tape now of the actual skit. Enjoy. Hello everyone, and welcome to the new Snatch Game. My name is Jim James, and I'm here tonight with three of the world's favorite R&B singers. And let's get down to business. You all know how the game goes. Let's start with question number 1. The question is, RuPaul has won so many awards, he's keeping them in Michelle's blank. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start off with contestant number 1. Let's start off with Patti LaBelle. Patti, RuPaul has won so many awards, he's keeping them in Michelle's blank. What you say, Patti? That's easy, child. You know me and Michelle go way back. She's my girl, honey. She keeps it right in her bosom. Right where I taught her to keep her hot sauce and the recipe for my famous Patti LaBelle sweet potato pies, darling. I brought you one. A stolen recipe. Oh. Pardon me, sugar. Girl, everybody knows where you got that recipe. Real queens don't steal. That's why you never see me put my purse or my coat down. Ladies, please. Yo, I love both y'all queens. There's only one queen, darling. Whatever. Well, yo, when am I going to get to answer a question? Who is she? Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the queen of hip-hop, Mary J. Blige. There's only one queen, darling. Woo! Shade, honey. I thought this show tonight was about real singers, baby. I do sing, Ma. Remember? We was on the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack together. You remember? Oh, okay. I was your lover and your secretary, working every day of the week. My. Please, ladies, please, no more drama. Girl, bye. Okay. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the new Snatch Game. Thank you so much for watching. Poor thing. Okay, guys, thank you so much. That is pretty much it for our show today. I thank you so much for tuning in. I thank you for watching and being here like you are. We will be right back here next week at 12 p.m. Same time for some more fun with Swipe Left. Listen, I've talked long enough. It's been a long show today. DJ, roll me on out of here, baby. See you guys. guys next week.
And feel like and feel like